Capturing and preserving moments and evidence linked to 9/11. The FBI and the Newseum in Washington are allowing visitors to relive and never forget one of the darkest days in U.S. history. A moment in history.
9/11 holds a special place in our memories.
Frozen forever, using images, oh my God, there it goes! Sounds,
You could see that the cameras were all broken up,
and artifacts.
Bill Biggert died when the second tower collapsed.
Here at the Newseum, you can see some of the most dramatic artifacts that tell you what went on that day.
The FBI is loaning the Newseum several pieces of evidence collected at Ground Zero, one of the biggest crime scenes in history. Newseum Senior Vice President Susan Bennett.
I think when you see these objects, when you get close to them, you get a real sense of what it was like that day.
From the engine of United Flight 175 to the credit cards and a wallet belonging to Ruth McQuade. Ruth and her 4-year-old daughter Juliana were on board Flight 175, heading to Disneyland when it crashed into the South Tower of the World Trade Center.
sad, sad, very sad.
Each one of these objects tells a powerful story, packs a powerful punch, because you know these items belong to people.
Once ringing cell phones collected in the rubble at Ground Zero.
For days after the collapse of the building, they rang.
Now sit muted forever.
Because you had on the other end relatives and colleagues who were praying for a miracle.
It's a picture of your dad?
Yes, it's my father. His name is David Perugio.
It's unimaginable that someone would not be moved by the exhibit that's here.
Famed criminologist Dr. James Fox says seeing the evidence in person connects the visitor to that fateful day like no internet report or documentary can.
And what's great about the exhibit is they can get a tremendous feel, almost an inside look at the drama, the enormity, the pain, the suffering.
This exhibit stirs a decade of recessed emotions, feelings that somehow still seem so fresh.
I think it was a day when all of us felt as though we lost something at the World Trade Center and at the Pentagon and in Shanksville.
More than 2 million people have walked through the turnstiles here at the Newseum since it opened at this site back in 2008. The 9/11 exhibit consistently ranks as one of the most popular exhibits at the Newseum. In Washington, I'm Greg McQuade, CBS 6 News.